What's up, YouTube? How y'all been doing? Y'all been doing all right? I done had a lot of things to take care of for a minute and get it all organized for this year of 2022. So far I think it's coming together, but some things I gotta wait on to figure it all out. So, in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to come up here and give a shout out to the legacy of everything for me anyway. YouTube can't give it no more props than what is going to happen to you, right? So, I'm not anticipating anybody to see it. I guess YouTube should know by now. None of that makes a difference to me. I like making money. You ain't give me none. So what else we got? Other than me coming up here and having fun. Yeah. So this is all zodiac signs. I have the earth, air, fire, and water element here. So it's a mixture of everything. I already have some cards laid out. I don't even know really what it's talking about, but we're going to get into it together, okay? So, let me back up these tarot cards so I can get into the oracle cards. So this is going to be for March of 2022, all right? So we have presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. I can relate to this, because it has been a lot of death going on for the year. Like, the year kicked off with death, you know what I'm saying? Always around. I don't know, everybody got their own way of grieving and everything, and really right now for the past 10 years strong, everybody been on this afterlife and generational curses. So I mean, I don't know if the card is saying we're going to continue on with it. I don't know when it changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know when it began, but I don't know what to say because everybody got their own way, and technically, as long as we on social media, we always in the presence of the absence. Like, so maybe it's a sign that it's all about social interaction, Maybe within the social interaction, we're going to get better at it. I don't know. So the next oracle card here we have is voice. Okay. So you are here to be known. So speak and be seen. This is so interesting right there. I mean, who doesn't speak in some kind of language, like a voice? Are they? When the first oracle card come out and say the presence of absence, and then we have voice. Of course, a voice could be present in absence too. So what is it that is all leading to? I don't know, but it's a space is interesting. So the next oracle card we have come out is the unknown, okay? Alright, I did something in the middle, sorry about that. And this is saying, knowing the unknown. It is so much in the entertainment business, like for real, series, movies. I mean, every corner you turn, it is something about getting to know the unknown. Whether you're a child born in this world, sneaking on a platform, and whether you're an older person or young, I don't even think age has anything to do with actually constantly interacting with the unknown. But then we did start off with presence or absence and a voice. So it seemed like maybe the intuition, Maybe we got to get ready for another type of algorithm that's going to go off and going to be part of our intuition. You know, is there going to be a new voice that comes around? Or, maybe this voice just might interact with voices that you already know, but that's not present. Maybe that's the way that it's going to go in this new thing. I'm not 100% sure. Then we have the inner life for the final oracle here. Alright. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Yes, it is. It is. Now, that's a beautiful way of saying it. But then, if we think about the matrix, what is the difference of actually the pod that you in? You still, they show you as a baby, they show them as an adult. So, I mean, if they inside of something, it's that inner life is still growing. So, really, I guess March is going to bring in these questions. Now, are the questions going to be like very vibrant? Are they going to be in our dreams? Are they going to come through other people? Is these questions just going to be for us that be the true actor and the actresses we are in our everyday life? Is that what it's all about, zodiac signs? Sitting there stepping closer into it and putting the degree of fame, putting a degree of fame and putting a degree of wealth incorporated in it. Maybe that's it. Okay. So all the tarot cards that came out, we have the King of Swords here, right? We also have the Hangman here. We also have the Fool card here. We have the Two of Coins. We have the King of Coins. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Eight of Coins. So, with all these oracle cards and the cards that's coming out, I think I have tapped into this energy a whole lot. Because even when I'm talking about the voice and the unknown, the presence of absence and the inner life, just alone in those cards would be the Hangman and the Fool card. Now the thing is, with the Two of Pentacles, like I said, and the King of Coins and the King of Swords that's here, are we going to be becoming the actor and the actresses? Of course, we've been those the whole entire time. And, putting respect on our name, putting that fame on our name, putting that wealth on our name has been something very prestigious, very something ancestry, very something historical. So, we chasing after a lot of numbers and all these other things. But what is the results? Was there any results in the beginning? For example, 2022, February the 22nd of 2022. What really makes that significant? I mean, let alone it's a 12 and we got the Hangman down here. So what really makes that significant? Like a lot of people be saying, oh, I don't want to be no slave. They hung this Black History Month. Well, I mean, whether it's Black History Month or not, y'all gonna always keep talking about slavery and getting hung. I mean, they talking about it since I've been born. They still talking about it now. So I don't think that's no conversation that's going anywhere. So at the end of the day, what was the resolution? Was the resolution in awakening somebody? Was they supposed to conform the way that you wanted them to in order for them to have that fame and wealth within inside of your clique of awakening? Or has that been what it's all been about? Having that right fame and wealth to be somebody important. I mean, 'cause, I mean, 'cause it's so much history that's here. And I don't know what year really counts, because I don't know which day meant more to people, meaning that even in this current time that I'm living in and everything, right? You know, it's how do I say this? Everything that goes on in the world don't impact me. Or I could say it has dimensions, degrees, levels of consciousness, conscientiousness, where the impact actually kind of means something. Okay. And I don't know how many other people could probably keep that real. So when I say belonging in a group based on the awakening, right? I think we always done that. We just had different words, or maybe we just got to keep expanding the words, because maybe the true fact with like this Knight of Cups and Three of Wands and Eight of Coins is here. Maybe boredom only solution is movement, is to put yourself involved in something, to put yourself in a situation that you want somebody else in, to bring about that golden rule, treat people the way you want to be treated, which is a very boring, animated rule to act out. Because that rule alone will give you some type of culture shock. So it's very boring. It got to be toxic. It got to be depression. It got to be of low vibration. But, the hilarious part about it, more high vibrational people say it than low vibrational people. So, and I mean, on the bright side of, if we need evidence to change, just look in the mirror. You ain't thinking the same. Think about the way that you take on responsibility and what should be your responsibility. Are you really the same from where you think you came from, or not where your family came from? Because we don't have no control of what family we're born in. Our family have certain influences, but they hold more secrets than they hold more telltale of the story. And sometimes we get caught up in the telling of the story and can't understand the secrets beyond alignment of the telling of the story. Sometimes really to step out there and really get into our true essence is more painful than what we actually think. We see it when some people reject by saying their ancestry line and all kinds of things. Like, the truth actually hurts people. And you're not going to take it. Why would you take it? And depending on the way the truth is presented to you. If this is like something that's on some kind of form, a piece of paper, how far you want to take it compared to something of a living experience during the aging of your time? A lot of people choose the aging of time over something that was foretold, even though they feeding off what is being foretold, right? So when we're walking into March, it's a constant thing of every day of doing these kind of trials and tribulations. And it's the most amazing thing to sit back and watch and observe through the conscious level. So, what consciousness do you want, and what consequences actually comes with the consciousness that you desire? Sometimes we need to understand that it's not that we're not getting prepared for what we want. It's just the fact that the reassurance of what we want is the red flags that we look at as toxicity and negativity, which they are if you go by red flags definition. But it doesn't mean it's not a lesson. And the path that you're going down going to be exactly what you want. but you're not responsible enough. So, I said a whole lot in all of that. So I'm saying all zodiac signs, we all got a role to play. March going to be an interesting month. The weather going to really start changing all across the world. So as the weather change, we ain't going to be able to be focused on everything. But we're going to try. Just like we walk out and we say, well, what I supposed to do? I had to pay my bills. I had to get here. I had to do this. Huh. The algorithm just don't change. No matter whether or what classification of consciousness we are on. Good luck to everybody.